everybody has that self-doubt. So just remember that the person that you're speaking to, despite their role title, where they are in an organization, they're a human being. So my name's Carly. I work for an influencer marketing agency, and we're called Influencer. So what we do is we sort of establish the connection between creators, so influencers, and brands. And my role, what I do is I essentially, well, it's a very new role. We're a very new company. So I'm actually at the moment really building our employer brand. And maintaining that and trying to make it as attractive as possible to sort of potential candidates. I'm shaping our whole people strategy, and I'm constantly just looking at ways how we can attract and develop and retain our people. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I dropped out and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna take an office junior role that I was offered at the time. I thought I want to earn my own money and I just want to start learning on the ground. So I did, until I sort of worked out what I wanted to sort of do. And HR was never something that I planned to get into. But I did, and I went into sort of office management quite early on. And I've sort of, there's a lot of the people element to office management, where you're sort of inducting new joiners, meeting and greeting people on their first day, helping with recruitment, lots of HR admin. So I was sort of in that for about 15 years. And there's the whole sort of, I talk about employee experience and the employee life cycle a lot, and you're involved in that kind of role, you're involved in that quite a lot. People come up to you, they talk to you about their fears, their concerns that they have in an organization, their hopes. And I just really enjoyed that. And I am a people person. I know that's where my skill strengths lie. And then I had an opportunity to go into a full-time people management role, and as a people manager, and sit my exams with the CIPD. So I did, and the rest is kind of history, really. I was in that role for about 5 years, and my career, like the amount that I learned in 5 years there, I probably would have learned in other organizations in about 15 years time. It just was really, really intense. We went through so much. We were a small company. I joined when there were about 11 people and I left when there was 64. We went through the whole kind of employee life cycle together. And yeah, I was just on the ground experiencing the people's stuff. And it just trajected my career off the ground, really. That's how I got to kind of where I am today. I would just say in these times, definitely keep calm and carry on. There are so many opportunities out there for people, and there are so many organizations that want to help you get there. And also, I personally think the government are putting into place some amazing programs for young people to get into companies and helping companies to get young people on board. Have a look about, don't be afraid, have the courage, and don't feel nervous to approach anyone and ask them to kind of help you on your journey. One of the things I would say is the people that are in your program, for a start, like, they've already made the first step, and they should admire themselves for that, and they should know their self-worth with that. And I think that's the kind of the first step, is just knowing your self-worth and having the confidence in yourself. I think one of the things that I would say is everybody's just a human being. Everybody gets nervous. Everybody can leave a meeting. Even CEOs will leave a meeting. And I've had CEOs say to me, do you think that went okay? Do you think what I said there was a bit like, was that okay? Do you think I shouldn't have said that? Everybody has that self-doubt. So just remember that the person that you're speaking to, despite their role title, where they are in an organization, they're a human being. They get nervous. they've been in your position before. They every day are working on ways to be more courageous and speak up. So I think that's just one to try and remember. I think that is something that can really help in building confidence. I definitely think everything happens for a reason. I'm definitely one of those people. I think as well, something that I like to think I'm a very positive person, but this whole year has been such a challenge. And for me, like personally and professionally, everything that's happened with lockdown, for someone in my role, it's been such a challenge managing employees' well-being. And so finding the positives from this year has been quite difficult. But I would say something they don't teach you, I suppose, is to just try and find the positives in everything that you're doing. Try and even, I say this to my employees, try and write down 3 things a day that have happened that are positive. It's like positive affirmations, just to kind of, I just think it helps with your mindset, and it helps with sort of stress management. That's something that you're not taught, and just being able to kind of adapt to change. I would just say to everybody just to kind of keep calm, carry on, especially during these times, and write down your 3 positives every day. I think that's going to help everybody at this sort of period that we're in at the moment. But good luck.